is live.
TikTok is live. Sorry for the voice, but I'm coming off of something. I think I don't know.
We're coming on to something.
It's a family show.
Are we almost ready?
You're good to go.
Do me a favor while we're before we go live. Go on our Facebook page and make sure that the 3 dots over there is set for public. You see what I'm talking about? It's set for something else, right?
Well, I'm not in your Facebook.
Go to Facebook for a minute. If you're all watching, we're just making sure that everything is set correctly. See what I'm talking about? Those 3 dots?
Were you on your phone when you did it?
I did it on my phone, yes. Is it like there?
Do you not have the 3 dots?
Or you can go and you may have to switch to your phone.
I'm surprised I'm making
You can see Eric dive over the counter for some fries.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Oh my God, what was that? Was that Seinfeld?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was funny. That was really funny.
Why don't you go on your phone and do it?
We could do that. If you want to go ahead and do that. You just have to stop.
He pointed at you like you had your phone.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We're going to have to hold on for 2 minutes.
How did you do it last time?
Facebook, and you're going to go to where it says live, and then you're going to go to the top right and be sure it's set up for public. Kind of crazy that happens, right?
You have to do it every time?
Yeah, I actually keep my phone in my hand to make sure. I don't know if it's
Here we go.
Now we're live everywhere?
Instagram's live.
Dave, you're up.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Team Powerhouse Show, live with you every Tuesday night. As you can see, we were doing a little prepping in the background, making sure all the cameras are active. Hopefully microphones are working. And of course, we have our special guest on the right side over here, Mr. Eric Vasquez.
Mahalo.
Always good to have on the show. David Lamella here. It's a real estate podcast. And we've been having so many guests back to back every week that we haven't had a chance to talk much real estate.
Did you talk about last week? What happened last week?
Last week, we had a little situation.
Yeah. We, meaning you.
Yes, meaning I had to make a quick flight randomly down to Florida to check in on my father to make sure that he was okay. We had a little situation that turned out to be no big deal because he is a old school military, I'm okay kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know?
I know the type.
You know the type. Exactly. So here we are Tuesday night. We are in the middle of April. We just had a bunch of April vacations. A lot of kids went away, enjoyed themselves. I think a lot of people went to Florida.
This weather.
It's wet. Finally, my God, it's warm outside. I mean, it's such a nice feeling to have the heat and the sunshine. It's refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
It's helpful mind, body, and soul. I'm sure you all agree with us out there. If you love the sun, hit a like. Let us know you're listening, please. Give us a smash. Give us a like. Please comment below. Tell us you're listening and tell us you
smash.
A smash is a like, a smash and a like.
Okay.
Smash.
If you're watching on YouTube, I'm not up on the terms. So.
On YouTube, you smash a like button. Our YouTube listeners
gotcha.
out there, our TikTok listeners out there, Instagram, give us a like over there. So yeah, we got this beautiful weather coming on, and it's really nice. I'm hoping it stays.
It won't.
I know
it'll snow tomorrow,
right?
Or something like that.
But it's weird how it goes from like 50 to 60, and then like 70, and then back to 50.
Mm-hmm. It's New England.
Yeah,
New England weather.
I know, but now we're due for a straight spring action. And enjoy my backyard. My grass in my house is awful. I've got like
awful ugly or awful high.
Awful ugly. It's dirt. I've got like a major dirt pile in the middle of the backyard and in the front yard. This weather with the snow and the ice and the rain and the ice and then the cold and then the warm. I mean, it's completely screwed up the nature.
You have somebody come in and take care of it? Or?
We do have a great landscaper, great guy, but I don't know that he can do from that kind of thing. We have also a company that comes in and does like the chemicals to the ground as well. But what can you do when you have dirt? I mean, you got to come in and rub it around and exactly.
They'll fix it.
I need a jump start to our property. But yeah, so today's show, we got Eric Vasquez in here. He's got a plan for some trivia.
some trivia for Dave.
Some trivia for me.
It's kind of real estate related because I'm going to give you some addresses and you're going to tell me what show or movie it's from. Now, I think some of them are going to be fairly obvious to you. You might get them.
Let me preface the
But
fact that
we'd like to have them chime in too.
I love to have your feedback and your thought. Hey, listen, I'll tell you right now.
And don't Google it and then type it in.
If Val's watching, she'll nail everyone. I'm bad at this stuff, but why not? Let's have some fun. Let's try.
Well, I know all the answers, or else I'd give you the sheet and then you could.
The
read it
sheet would
off
be
to me,
helpful.
but-
And with the Instagram, just took a nudge, a little belt to the head. All right, Instagram. Hopefully, you can
Little
see us
smash.
and you're watching, and let us know you're listening, everybody. And thank you so much for being a part of the show. And while he's getting it ready, as you know, we do real estate podcast on Tuesdays, Mondays, and Fridays. We got Michael Cristoforo with a crypto podcast we've been doing. The feedback's been fantastic, by the way. The listening pool and the comments and questions have been fantastic. It's been pretty cool stuff. Eric, talk to me.
By the way, yes, this is coffee.
Yeah, we had some coffee going on. We've been a little tired, so we decided to.
I think our ages are catching up to us.
Yeah, I think it's also the fact that the sun's coming out. And
Yeah, it's draining.
It's cool draining. Yeah, definitely.
It's raining.
All right, talk to me. What do we got
All
for
right,
question
so-
number one?
So the first address, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. 545 Grove Street, New York, New York. You do know that New York is Manhattan, correct?
No.
Okay. So, well, if it was Queens, New York, it would be
Mets.
Queens.
I would bet at the Met Stadium if you said that.
could be.
So
That's not the-
545. What's the address?
545 Grove Street.
And
New
the
York,
reason I
New York.
would know this location is going to be because of some kind of monument. I'm guessing.
Well, no. So this
Okay.
is either a sitcom,
a sitcom. Oh,
or a movie.
well, can you be more specific if it's sitcom or movie? Because I'll say sitcom. I'm going to go
Okay.
Seinfeld.
I'll give you a clue. It's either a sitcom or a movie.
Okay, I'm going to guess Seinfeld.
You guess Seinfeld?
Yes.
Okay. Thane, any guesses out there? He's like,
I
I
don't
don't,
even-
know. I'm eating fries over here.
I don't even know
Patrick
what.
Pagano said I am listening, buddy.
Oh, then Pat Pagano, thank you so much because you might actually have an answer to this question because
Also delayed, so-
he's also from New York.
It's delayed.
Yeah, but the stream is a little bit delayed.
Pat-
Okay.
What's the address again? 5.
545 Grove Street, New York, New York.
All right. Does anybody out there know what movie or
I'll give you a clue.
sitcom?
This one's a sitcom.
Okay, sitcom. And I'm gonna have to go with the only sitcom I know that is well enough.
It's not the only one you know, but it's the only one you remember.
I'm gonna. Is it Seinfeld? Just a yes or no.
Any other guesses?
Any other guesses out there? Patrick, help me out over here. Oh,
Okay.
His Friends.
The answer is Friends.
Good job, Pat. Wow. See,
See?
I didn't even know that Friends was in New York. I didn't know that Friends was in New York. I had no idea.
Okay, you know the coffee shop is called Central Perk?
I didn't know the name of the coffee shop. I just watched the show.
Okay, so, like Central Park, only they call it Central Perk.
Missed it.
Wow.
Okay, like I said, I'm not very strong in this category, but my friends out there, like Patrick, and who's listening or watching, will be hopefully helpful to help me out over here with some hints and some suggestions.
Okay, some of the youngins may not get this one. That's a hint.
Hint.
Okay.
Okay.
1313 Mockingbird Lane.
What state?
No state.
When I think of the word Mockingbird, I think of the song, but I really have no idea what is 1313 Mockingbird Lane at all.
Let's put it this way.
Can you
It
give
was
me?
in black and white.
It was in black and
Well,
white.
when the show started, it was black and white, and I think when in the last couple of years, maybe it was in color.
Archie Bunker.
Wrong. Archie Bunker was in color.
Oh, I Love Lucy.
No.
Really have
Analyze the numbers. 1313.
my lucky number is 13.
I know that. But a lot of people have 13 as a bad luck number because 13 is a bad number.
All right,
You have somebody throwing a guess out there?
Pat, what do you got,
say?
buddy?
Monsters.
The what?
Monsters.
You want to look at it again and tell me if that's really what it says?
The monsters. Damn auto.
Oh, the Munsters.
Munsters.
Wow,
It's because of auto.
Pat.
He definitely said monster.
Pat,
The
going.
Munsters.
Bam, 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Do I get credit because Pat?
I think you and Pat should switch places here.
Pat, you need to come on the
Okay.
show.
He was talking about friends. He said it's actually 90 Bedford Street.
What is? No, that the actual address of the building is 90 Bedford.
Wow, Pat.
On the show,
fire.
it's 545 Grove.
I need to phone a friend.
Yeah, I know who you're going to call
I know
too.
my lifeline is going to
Get
be
him
for
his
sure.
phone so he can call Pat Pagano.
Oh my God, we're using my phone for Instagram right now live, so otherwise I would be on the phone with Pat.
Okay, movie.
Yes.
It's
Matter of fact, why don't we call Pat from your number?
it's a majority. The majority of the movie is set in or around a house. Okay, so that should help you.
Every horror movie, okay.
No. Okay, the address is 671 Lincoln Avenue in Winnetka, Illinois.
Could you give me some actors maybe that would be in the show?
Yes, I could, but you'll get it right away.
Because right now I'm not getting it at all.
You'll get it right away. It was, I
Was
believe
it-
it was in the 90s.
Okay. Was it like Fran Drescher? Was she like in the show?
Nope. Fran Drescher, the only person he remembers from the 90s is the nanny.
The nanny. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, was that in Illinois? That was in New York. It was Long Island, I think, actually.
I think it was New York.
All right, Pat, help me out over here. What do you got
Very
for
famous movie.
famous movie?
Very famous movie. Very
Not even-
popular movie. People still watch it
I'm not
today.
even-
I'll give you another clue.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Wait. Home Alone.
I was going to say, it's a Christmas movie.
Home Alone. Yeah, baby. Got
Home Alone.
one. All right.
Home Alone. That's the address for the house.
Did not know that. Did you all know that? I didn't know that.
All right, here's a good
Figured
one.
it out.
You ready?
Yeah.
742 Evergreen Terrace in Springfield.
Oh, I know the show.
It's either
Simpsons.
Illinois or Massachusetts because
Simpsons.
The
Massachusetts.
Simpsons.
And the reason I know that, and Pat knows that, because we went to school in Springfield, Mass. And I was shocked to find out that The Simpsons, when I was in school, was made in Springfield, Massachusetts, which that was pretty cool stuff.
yeah, but they don't divulge on the show. They're from Springfield, Illinois, or Springfield.
No, it definitely alluded to Springfield, Massachusetts, because of the things that were in Springfield at the time when I was in college. And I remember being there. That would be
Okay,
yeah. Pat, are you proud of me, buddy?
we're going back in the way. We're going in the way back.
Oh, going deep now.
We're going way back again.
What
Okay.
year? 70s?
Yes.
80s? Oh, 70s.
Okay. 4222 Clinton Way, Los Angeles, California.
Los Angeles, California.
This is early 70s.
Would this be a beach or something? Would it be a
Well,
beach-oriented show?
it's California, so it's probably close to the beach.
Could
It's not a beach-oriented show.
Show. Oh,
No, this is the 70s.
the
So it's not
70s.
Baywatch.
Okay, I was thinking
Yeah,
Baywatch.
well, that's the 90s.
Okay, all right.
And this is a sitcom.
Sitcom in the 70s. You're assuming that I watched sitcoms in the 70s also. Probably
I'm sure you watched it in reruns. I'm not sure. I'm not sure you liked it, but
70s sitcom in California.
Mhm.
What
I'll tell
what
you.
night
I'll
of the
give you
week-
another clue.
What night of the week would have been on the show?
In the 70s?
Yeah, would have
I
been like
have
on a
no
Friday
idea.
night. Okay,
I don't remember.
another clue.
I'll give you a clue.
Does Pat know what the answer is?
There was a large cast.
Large cast. Pat knows it. Brady Bunch. Oh
Brady
my God!
Bunch.
Same time. Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch.
Woo! I get number 2 for that one.
Okay.
Tie with Pat.
Around the same.
Good job, Pat.
Okay. 2912 4th, Santa Monica, California.
Okay.
70s. This had a smaller cast.
Santa Monica. I'm gonna say it had to do with a bunch of old ladies. The Golden Girls.
Wrong.
No.
Golden Girls was 80s, 80s
No.
and 90s.
Yeah, sure.
Positive.
My wife and Pat love the Golden Girls. That I know for sure. Okay, so 70s, Santa Monica, California, a smaller cast. Could you give me any kind of hints?
There were 3 main characters.
3 main characters.
Oh,
Pat knows the answer to this show
he
also.
said it before he gave that hint too.
Let's see. Santa Monica, California, 3 main actors.
3 main characters.
So it would be like,
Yes,
how about Three's Company?
that's correct.
Yeah! Woo! I'm so proud of myself for getting that one.
Yeah, with all these clues.
Well, let me just say, I didn't pick up on the 3 main characters.
This is not
part.
Blue's Clues.
This is Blue's Clues, where I'd probably fail at for that matter. Hold on a second. And quick little tidbit on that. We used to watch Three's Company all the time. And my grandparents, when they came from Israel to here, I remember that they used to watch it there. I didn't know. And they would watch the reruns. Anyway, sorry.
You know the three actors' names?
Uh, I would say Chrissy.
No.
Jack.
Not their names on the show. The actual.
I would tell you, I would know if you said them, but I couldn't tell you what they were. John Ritter.
John Ritter was Jack. Correct.
Yeah. God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
You
want to?
Let's see. I want to say that I know the names of these girls, but I couldn't tell you. But yeah.
Joyce DeWitt.
I would think of that one.
Okay. And Suzanne Summers.
Suzanne Summers. That one I would have got. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go, Pat.
This one you might know a little bit better.
Oh, I'm liking it. Okay. I'm liking it already. I'm sweating over here.
1882 Girard Street, San Francisco, California.
Girard Street.
Girard with a G. Gerard.
I know a lot more shows in New York than California. And this is what
you know this one. This one?
Because Pat's probably yelling it out loud over there.
Because it's San Francisco.
You think you know it? Okay.
I don't like that.
Hold on. San Francisco. Can you give me a hint on this one here? Girard Street in California. San Francisco.
I can give you.
Wait. Hold on a second. San Francisco Bridge. Full House?
Full House.
Whoa! Yes! Look at me.
That's what I said. That's why I put an emphasis on the city, because the city, like Sacramento,
I just kind of
would help with the Three's Company.
I'm going to tell you something. I just all of a sudden saw the bridge in my brain and thought about the San Francisco Bridge and Full House.
Now, if you don't get this one, if you don't get, did you just curse?
A little one.
All right, a little curse. All right, you ready? 704 Hauser Street, Queens, New York. 70s.
Well, was it a mansion type of property? Was it?
It was not a mansion. No.
704 Hauser Street. Hauser Street.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna guess the Cosby Show. No.
Here
was this in the 80s. Okay.
And that was in the 80s. So
okay.
This is the 70s.
The 70s, and it's in what, Manhattan?
It's in Queens, New York. My old stomping grounds.
The fact that they've been getting...
As a matter of fact, the actor, the main actor of the show, went to the same high school I did. Not at the same time, because he's considerably older, but yes.
Could you give me more of a hint on this show that was on Hauser Street in Queens?
Let's say the main character of the show spent a lot of time in his chair.
Yeah, Pat's got it. Spent a lot of time in his chair. Mr. Rogers?
No. Mr. Rogers.
I don't know. I'm just throwing things out now. You said it's a show, a TV show, sitcom. Spent a lot of time in his chair. I'm trying to wrap my brain over here. Wow. Spent a lot of time in his chair.
Yes. A lot of the show was him sitting in his chair.
Captain Kangaroo.
And his wife sitting in the chair next to him.
Santa.
The small table in the middle.
That's got to be Archie Bunker.
There you go.
The Bunker Show.
No, not the Bunker Show.
Archie Bunker, whatever. Archie Bunker.
All
Sorry. All my family. That was, in my opinion, I wish they bring that show back today because that was one of the funniest shows. That show is one of my favorites. It should come back today. It should come back today as it was because let it all just come. You know, it's also another feature that was a part of that show. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it right now. But
31 Spooner Street, Quahog, Rhode Island.
Well, that's going to be the Spooner part. It's got to be Silver Spoons?
No.
Nope. Okay. That was a guess.
You don't know this one?
Spooner
How
Street
can you not know this
in Rhode
one?
Island?
31 Spooner Street, Quahog, Rhode Island. Family Guy.
I don't watch Family Guy. I heard it's very funny. I've caught a couple episodes. And it's very funny. I just don't know how much. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of cartoon TV.
Well, they're very risque. So
Yeah,
I
I
love
know.
the them pushing the envelope on there. Okay,
Yes,
ready?
yes.
510 Glenview Road, Detroit, Michigan.
Ooh, so this is involved with cars. Detroit, Michigan.
Uh,
Detroit, Michigan. Michigan. What year? 80s.
80s and 90s,
Yeah,
late 80s, 90s.
I've got this one in my brain. I can't pick it out. Oh, I love that show. What's it called? He's so funny. The Two Man Taylor.
Yeah, Home Improvement.
Home Improvement.
Home
Great show.
Improvement. You weren't gonna. You thought you were like, I'm doomed. I don't know
I
anything about
thought for
sitcoms, and then he's like
well,
nailing
yeah. I'm actually Patrick's helped me out over there too. Watching is he?
it. Is he sending you
I think
telepathically?
he's like he did that once before, but we were under different circumstances.
9764
97-64.
Jeopardy Lane, Deerfield, Illinois.
I'm guessing it's not the show Jeopardy because that'd be too obvious,
Of course,
right? Okay. Uh,
it's a sitcom. It's not a sitcom.
True.
It's comedy when you're doing it with people and they can't answer the questions. But yeah,
Uh, Deer, Deer, Jeopardy Lane in what?
Deerfield, Illinois.
I'm gonna need more information. Pat, any ideas on that one there? By the way, um,
Try to give you a clue that doesn't give it away.
yeah.
If I get, yeah, there's nothing I can probably tell you.
Could you name the actor in the show?
I can, but you'll get it. I can give you the actor's last name.
Okay, let's go with the last name.
Okay, the main actor,
Yeah,
his last name is O'Neill.
his real name is O'Neill. Or
Real
the
name
show?
is O'Neill. No, if I give you his
Was Was
character's
he a
last
big
name.
guy,
What do you mean big?
like heavy, tall, big?
No, I mean a little larger than average, but he wasn't, just
All right, Pat. What did Patrick say?
married with children.
Oh, what a great show! We'd never known the address then,
Illinois.
and I did not know.
Illinois. This
I
is
did
why I'm
not-
trying to spread
I
it
did
around the
not-
country because
Patrick, good job, buddy. Good job, Pat.
okay.
Had no idea that show was in Illinois.
Now this one they never published the street name.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
but I have a number
Of course you
and they have the city or the town.
did. Okay.
From that, you should be able to get this. Okay,
Yes.
the house number was 418. No street name. It took place in Point Place, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, Pagano's probably already. He's like, that's easy.
Yeah, I think I know this.
Place, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Is this a more recent show?
No, no.
This is a show I watched though. Most likely.
I'm pretty sure you've watched a couple of episodes.
Show.
Yeah, it's a sitcom,
A sitcom that took place in Point Place, Wisconsin.
and there were a couple of actors from this TV show.
Oh, Roseanne.
Nope. There were a couple of people from. This is Wisconsin. I think they were in Illinois or something, but
All these shows are in Illinois.
um,
No idea.
there were a couple of actors from this show who went on to way bigger roles, becoming like megastars to some degree.
I just will tell you that back to Wisconsin. Wisconsin was very cool back there in the college days. Cheesehead country, a lot of flat land. Let's see, what show took place in Wisconsin? Wisconsin, gotta say it like that.
As a matter of fact, in the theme song,
In this theme song,
they scream out Wisconsin at the end.
I could not even pull it out of a hat. Can
I
I
think
get
they
a hint?
scream out "Hello, Wisconsin"
Can I
at
get
the
it?
end of it.
Pat, got a guess?
Yeah,
All right, Pat, what do you got there, buddy?
70 show.
That's
That
correct.
70s show, I would never pick that one out. Never saw it.
You never watched that '70s show?
Never saw the 70s show.
Wow, you missed a lot. That's a good show.
I will have to now watch it on like what's it called? Like a Netflix thing
Okay.
or
Okay.
Yeah.
2311 North Robles Avenue, Pasadena, California.
Pasadena, California.
Yep.
It's not fair.
I'm going to tell you, I don't think you've ever watched an episode of this show because I don't think you would have liked it.
I Was it sci-fi?
No,
Um,
sitcom.
okay, sitcom. Sorry, I wouldn't have liked this kind of sitcom. So can you give me more hints? And while Pat's
Um,
coming up with the answer over there, the show from Pasadena, California. Does
does
Pat
he
have an
ever guess
answer?
yet? Okay.
Come on, Pat. What's up? I mean, come on, you got to know this one too.
It was a hugely popular show. Hugely
Hugely
popular.
popular with
I
the
think it
men or
ended about
the ladies and the men.
I think it ended around 2-3 years ago.
Wow, so it's pretty recent.
Yes, very recent.
Um, could you give me something?
One of the characters on the show,
Is named and does
one of the actresses or actors on the show, also does commercials for what's that travel? What's that travel? That travel?
the one with the yellow.
No, the blue one. Oh man, what's that travel? That travel app. That travel.
Um, I am so blank on these answers right now. But if anybody out there, Patrick, you want to send out a phone a friend? Um, Expedia.
No, is it Expedia? Is that blue?
I
I
think
don't
they changed
remember.
the colors to yellow. Expedia, but I'm not positive. Anyway, I'm not sure. I have no idea. So, where it is in California? It's a sitcom.
Pasadena, California.
Pasadena. I need some kind of hint.
Um,
Recent.
this one will probably either tip it for you, or you won't have any clue because that means you've never watched it. They talk a lot about physics on it.
It sounds familiar. I definitely didn't watch the show. That 70 show is not it. I have no idea.
No, it wasn't on ice.
All right. Oh, okay. No idea. What's the show?
Big Bang Theory.
Nope, didn't watch it.
Never watched it?
Never.
Not a single episode?
I might have watched one.
Wow.
That's not my shtick. It wasn't kind of my,
Shtick.
Have you watched that show before? Yeah, not.
185. 185 East 85th Street, New York, New York.
Different strokes.
Wrong.
Okay. Give me more information because I don't know. 185, whatever you said.
I'll give you, if you don't get it from this clue, you're not going to get it.
The Cosby Show. No. You said it was
It's
Queens?
from 185
Yeah.
East 85th Street is known as the Upper East Side.
The Upper East Side. What is that show? So I have no idea on the Upper East Side what the show is. Pat, you definitely got to know this answer because you're a New Yorker, buddy. What did Pat say? Pat, what is the answer?
He's on
to-
delay.
He's on delay. On delay, on delay. Oh, you're
Hey,
late
buddy,
now. What's the address again? The
185.
Jeffersons.
Yes.
Oh man, that was the one I was going to talk about before with Arch. With
Moving on up to
moving
the
up,
East
side.
Side. That's why emphasis. It's known as the
Good
East Side.
job, Patrick Pagano. Damn, slaying it.
Okay, 129 West 81st Street, New York, New York.
Did I mention this one already?
You might have.
The Different Strokes.
No,
It's the Cosby Show.
no. This one I know you watched.
Silver Spoons.
No.
Um,
Silver Spoon set in New York. I don't know.
I think so.
Okay, that would be news to me.
All right. I'm not positive. That would be a phone a friend kind of question. Where Silver
Yeah,
Spoons
you threw it out like
right.
really early in the show.
I did really earn the show.
Yes, because you thought it was the only show that ever was
Oh,
based
Seinfeld.
in New York. Yes, that is correct. Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. What was the address?
Um,
This is Jerry's.
129 West 81st Street,
That's where Jerry's place was.
Yeah. Upper West Side.
Check that place out. See if we can't get in the building. Push the button.
I have one place left, and
One
with this
place.
one place, with the city, should give it away right away.
Be nice.
The address might even help a little bit.
I like that.
You ready,
I'm ready.
Pat? You ready?
Pat, are you ready?
All right. 112 and a half Beacon Street, Boston, Massachusetts.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bam! Woo! You know why it was 112 and a half?
I was waiting for Cheers to come up, but if you said Boston or Mass, I knew it was Cheers because what other show was in Boston, Mass?
I'm pretty sure there's probably a couple.
But I don't know why the half. Is it because of the mailman?
It was under the
Ah, that's what it was.
it was under the building.
I would say I did like 50% if I was
You did pretty good.
pretty good.
There's some shows on here that you did not watch that I was surprised you didn't watch.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't have a couple of shows I mentioned, like Different Strokes. You didn't have, like, I thought for sure when you mentioned
You
it.
only have 30 minutes,
That's a good point.
and I allotted a lot more time to this.
I
So
want to say that, Pat, you just won yourself a free tumbler for playing so well and being a part of the show today. Very impressed. If anybody on TikTok was reaching out to answers, our friend Swilly B a lot of times watching the show. My buddy Seth Brown, your friend Seth who came here.
Yep.
He is very common watching us on TikTok.
Did you drink my coffee?
I did actually. I was reaching around and kind of picked him up. That was fun. That was fun because I didn't look completely uneducated, or not the word educated, but out of the loop in a lot of these shows. I think we're gonna have to.
Every other address. Golden Girls. No.
Well, I just assumed that some of the major players, like would come in because you start throwing shows out. I thought, okay, so I mean that's one of those shows. Like, I was waiting for the Boston, Massachusetts one. I didn't know the address, but I thought if it came out, I have to nail it. So I like people at the end. But speaking of Boston, great city, beautiful, clean, uh, great place to visit. I mean, I'm not a fan of the Boston teams, but I will tell you, going to visit Boston is a beautiful city, and definitely a good place to see a game to begin with. But yeah, that was a good time. I like that. Let's quickly talk about real estate for a moment because the market is swinging, like they say in baseball.
Inventory is still down though.
Inventory is still down. Uh, buyers,
It's up in some places.
yeah, buyers are popping. There are some towns that actually have more inventory than others, which is very interesting. So depending on how flexible you are with towns, and I recommend being flexible as a buyer, be willing to drive the extra 15 minutes what you weren't thinking about before to play a significant role in your ability to get a home. Remember, your first time buying a house is not the place you're going to end up forever, most likely. And that if you think about where you are now, if you're renting and you're spending money and you can get a place, let's say 15 minutes farther, you can hold on to that house, let's say for a few years, sell it, make some money, have a larger deposit to put down on your next home. It's always a nice positive thing. I know that guaranteed rate is coming out some really saucy, exciting things, by the way, from the mortgage industry. And that's a question of Floro,
Cash ready.
cash ready. We're going to get to that. We're going to have to get another show to talk about cash ready.
Yep.
Get more details on that. I was talking to a guy at the gym this morning, and he owns an older home, and he was talking about that he's um, concerned about his sewers, and I mentioned about a sewer scope, and he had never heard about a sewer scope before. So I pulled up my phone. And I said, "Well, here's the sewer line that goes through the street, and because he has roots in his grounds, and so I said to him, "You got to look at getting a sewer scope. So if you've never had a sewer scope done, Eric, let's talk about sewer scopes for a second. All right, sure. In honor of the greatest inspection people, we won't mention their names right now, but if they're watching, we're going to give them a shout out. Sewer scope. Let's talk about that for a quick second. What is a sewer scope? Have you ever had one done? Have you ever heard of a sewer scope? Do you own a home with sewer? And this is why it's important for you.
Well, I mean, if your house is connected to the city sewer, then guess what? You're responsible for the line from the inside pipes, your drain pipe, okay, the waste line, to the street. So if anything happens with that line where it gets blocked up or crushed or broken or anything, it's on you to fix. A lot of folks don't know that. They think it's everything inside of the house is theirs, and everything between the house and the street is somebody else's responsibility. It's not.
I wonder if in New York, we have a lot of clients that come from New York, live in New York, relocate to New York back and forth. You're from Queens, right?
Right.
If you own a house in New York, do they also have? Now, a lot of New York is very much buildings, that kind of stuff, so it's a little different. But in the more rural areas where there's homes, do they have that same kind of suburban areas?
No, there's lots of houses, and yeah, there's now you don't have the houses that are 50 or 100 feet away from the street because they're all pretty much right up, right up. I mean, you got the house, you got the sidewalks, and then you got the street.
Yeah, right.
So
True.
it's usually not a long travel
Right.
from the main waistline to the sewer.
But the reason I ask is a lot of homes in New York are really much older than yours. It's not only new
Yeah, but
construction.
they also don't have a lot of trees.
That is true. Very good point.
Not a lot of trees there, and just a lot of concrete. So
Yeah.
it's less chance for something to really crush your line
But what
or
about if they
damage your line.
what if they have older sewers though? That could be in some kind
Yeah,
of
I mean it depends on what the waistline that's from the house to the city sewer, what that line is made of.
I wonder if you guys can hear out there. I'm not sure if they can. The amount of bulldozers outside. You're hearing this loud truck roaring thing going on. They're redoing our parking lot over here. I think they've got like 12 vehicles that are the size
Hold
of.
on, hush for a sec.
Oh, it's definitely big.
It's
Yeah,
setting off on the.
100%. So we want to apologize if you hear this noise in the background. It's literally, I think, right outside my door. No window.
I thought for a minute it was my stomach because of the
Yes.
stupid fries.
It's pretty bananas. So we apologize for this extra noise in the background, and we appreciate you guys watching the show, being part of our show every Tuesday. Um, we have a couple great shows coming up. I can't tell you off the top of my head. Saying if you can look at your calendar, I'm not sure if it's on your calendar, Eric,
Well,
what the next couple of shows are. My phone is over there using the TikTok. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Heads up. It's good to know because the noise is insane out here.
it's noisy in here.
We've got a lot of great shows coming up, some great guests. Stay tuned, stay live, and be excited. All right, next part of our show is going to be a tumbler giveaway. Pat Pagano is getting one for being a part of our show today. Thank you, Pat, again for being so involved in our show. It's awesome. And we're going to give out a nice, beautiful tumbler to a lucky winner. So let's see who the lucky winner is going to be on that spinning wheel there, Thane. I can't. The wall's shaking. The vibration of the table.
hmm
Pretty wild stuff.
I don't hear this.
Yeah. Are we spinning or are we winning? Bam!
Smooth.
Here we go.
We got Kelly K 317 off Instagram.
Kelly K 317 off Instagram. You are the lucky winner of a tumbler. Please make sure we have your contact information. And again, if you guys want to get a tumbler to be on the wheel, please send us your information. We will definitely put you on the wheel, and then we can give you a chance to win, and we can get in contact with you. Eric, great show, buddy. Great ideas. Love it very much. Thane, great job in the background over there, making sure that everybody's listening, watching, and feedback will be here. We want to thank you, of course, for being a part of our show every week. Please stay tuned. And if you want to learn about crypto, have questions about it, a lot of people are very kind of superstitious about it or not comfortable about it or have all these weird kind of thoughts and feelings about crypto. It's something you should start to learn about, listen to hear, kind of get yourself situated because it is something that's happening right around you, and you're going to be much happier if you get a chance to learn about it and maybe a chance to invest in it a little bit versus not, and then be behind everybody else who did get a chance to make that happen. Thank you so much, everybody, for being on our show tonight. Eric Vasquez in your far right, David Lamel here. Wish you a wonderful evening, and we will see you next week.
Well, Dave.